everyone. Okay, so as we were on the topic, how did colonial rule affect tribal lives in your fourth chapter of your class 8 history, tribal decus and the vision of a golden age. So in this topic, we are going to cover the topic what happened to tribal chiefs first. Okay, then in the next video, you'll get to know about what happened to the shifting cultivators and so on. All right. So, before starting this video, I want to tell you that if you got any doubt in the end of this session or in this video, then please mention in the comment section all your queries and all your doubts and confusions will be cleared as soon as possible by me in the comment section. Okay. So let's begin this topic. So, what happened to tribal chiefs? First, we need to know who were tribal chiefs. Tribal chiefs were the head of tribal communities elected by tribal chiefs were the head of tribal communities elected by the tribal people of all elected by the consent from all the tribal peoples. Okay, that person was the tribal chief, and he's the most powerful person of a among tribal peoples. So that is why all the tribal peoples make that person as their tribal chief. Okay, now comes to the thing that here in this topic there's a differentiation between the lives before the tribal chiefs and the lives after the lives of tribal chiefs before Britishers came and after Britishers came. So tribal chiefs was really getting more and more powerful these days as people made them tribal chiefs. So in some places they also had their own kind of governments, like they had their local police, they have their local rules over that tribal community. So this is how tribal chiefs were really getting more and more powerful. But as Britishers came, all their powers were starting to decreasing and limitizing more and more, and at the end more the maximum power they had in their hands was that the name they put, or actually tribal people, the tribal chiefs also put their names of land names over a cluster of villages. So they were allowed to keep their land titles which they have given, and secondly they can rent out their lands, means they can put their lands on rent for their earning. Okay, only these two powers were given to the tribal chiefs. Otherwise most of the and maximum power was resting in the hands of British officials, and British officials rules were also going on in the tribal community. Now, before the Britishers came, tribal chiefs were the final head, and all the powers of the tribal community, all the things, all the powers, and all the tribal community people were resting in the hands of the tribal chief. But after Britishers came, tribal chiefs just became a mediator or just a monitor or a supervisor who has very limited powers, and the maximum powers were with British officials, like they and the final powers were resting in the hands of British officials. Okay, so this is how the changes came in the to the lives of tribal chiefs before Britishers came and after Britishers came. So and what were Britishers also demanded from the tribal chiefs? They also demanded that that the tribal chiefs had to pay them tribute time to time. Secondly, have to maintain discipline for the on the part of Britishers. Okay, have to maintain discipline in their tribal community on the behalf of Britishers. So this is how tribal chiefs were lives were their authority was totally almost devastated after Britishers came. So this was all in this paragraph. I hope you got understand, and if you get understand, then do like this video, and to clear more your topics, further topics or the previous topics, then go on the channel Historia. Okay, bye.